Matt's going to start us off with a good toss. Good job. Way to move Paul off that tip. That happened real quick. That could have been a situation where we have a foul or something happen within the first couple seconds, so good job. Inbounding, Matt, good job of chopping the clock. Okay, let's look at positioning. Jim, go to pinch. Okay, you were patient, good. Ball came to this side, no need to rotate there. Paul, don't be too quick to mark that. That's Jim's 3. Obviously, good call, Matt. Good help call from the C on the rebound. Good voice, going down. Partners heard you, I heard you. Matt, don't get trapped looking down in the corner there. That player had nobody around him. Make sure your eyes are towards coming to the court. You're helping officiate all the activity in the lane. From the C. Paul, don't give up in that three-point shot. That was kind of from the top of the arc. That's the trail's primary. Matt marked the C, but as long as I guess we have it marked, but let's work really hard. If it's our primary, let's make sure we are owning that primary. Okay, so Paul on that. I'm not sure who has the mic. You can check with Matt. Maybe he has. I think he might. Okay. Check with Matt, see if he has the mic for that court.
So let me ask you, when you talk on that, you state the time that something happens?
Yeah, sometimes I'll do it. Sorry. What was I? Oh, Paul. Good team control foul. Don't bail out on it. If you watch the video, you were already starting to like go down with it. Stand in one spot. Boop. Foul. Team control. Then when you turn around and report that to the table, make sure we're reporting it as a team control. You reported a block, which is fine, it's an illegal screen, but it's really a team control foul. So your primary or your preliminary call was team control, but then when you went to the table, you went with a block.
I'll catch up with you later. Stay hot.
Hey, Steve. Matt, look at your hand there. I'd almost like to see your hand get up a little bit higher. Get that arm straight up and post rather than kind of a 90 degree, or you're maybe a little bit higher than that. I think it presents better if you've got that arm nice and tall. Good job on the subs. Good communication amongst the crew. We've got one shot. Good step down, Paul.
Wide enough to stay closed with their shoulders.
Right here as the lead. Oh, when on the shot?
When he marked the 3.
When I think it was Matt, right? Okay, Matt, look back at this last 3 here. Matt brought up a good point.
Just think about it.
Just
open up, because you're letting your partners know, you're letting your trail know, hey, I got the shooter up and down. square up to that shooter, up, down, and then you can release him to rebound.
Yeah, and I'm not sure.
Unless you stabilize.
You should be able to see in the video here. So if I'm marking a 3-point shot out here and I'm marking it like this, if I mark it like this, now they know I'm on the shot. That trail for sure by my body language knows I'm on the shot. I've got up, down. They've got to immediately glance into the lane for rebound. We've got a good flow going here. I like what our choices. There we go. Good job, Jim. We got team control out here, team control at the table. Reported a spot where the ball's coming in. Matt, good job picking up the subs. Looking good, guys, looking good. I apologize if you hear a cough or two. I've got a little sinus drainage going here. Paul, good job of glancing to see if there were any subs. Obviously in this situation, our table crews might not normally work the table, so to glance over and make sure they aren't missing something, that's a good thing. Paul, as that ball is working here, I mean, I think you're pretty good. Well, let's be cognizant if we're working the lead and that ball, like Jim had it out there, if that ball goes wide, we should be backing up a step or two. Ball's wide, lead is wide, correct? Jim, good table mechanics. Good job of using your voice, telling your partner where ball's coming in before we even worry about reporting a foul. Good job. Paul, I liked your position as lead there. Ball started coming down. You know, moved maybe a quarter of a step in, but Matt, great pickup, great pickup. Okay, so we call double hands. Remember in college, women's college, those hand checks, they want a preliminary right at the spot. So boom, boom, we got, you know, multiple touches. It's a great get, Jim. I like where you guys are at. But if we have like two hands on, multiple touches, we can give that signal right at the spot as a preliminary and then take it to the table. Good job of switching hands there, Jim. Counting with one hand, shots going up. Good no call, he never had control of the ball, so we couldn't call him for a travel. Ball was still loose.
Good play to look at as far as Paul, that's a play to look at. We're at 10-12 here, first half. take a look at that as you were trying to rotate. Let's just be aware of, I don't know, I picked it up late, but when did we start to rotate? I mean, we picked it up correctly and backed out, so we didn't force Matt to come up to see and make Jim like bust his hump to be the new lead, right? So Matt needed to be there because of the way the play happened. But just let's look at that particular play of when we rotated. Could we have rotated sooner, or should we have not rotated? Could we have gotten away with just maybe pinching the paint? Matt on that play right there. Try to not necessarily come in onto the floor, but let's step down, look inside that point of contact, because what happens is you get sucked out on the floor like that, you're going to have exactly what happened. You're going to have quick, nimble feet, because guess where the players are going to come? They're coming right back in your lap. We'll talk about that play at halftime. I see a lot of officials do that, to where this shot will be at the white line, volleyball line, or in, and they'll step up.
You guys are doing a good job of getting up and down the court and being ready to accept the play as it comes down the court. All three of you are doing a good job. Good no call. There was some contact there, but the defense was giving up space. Offense created the contact. Okay, Jim, on that play, was it a push? Did the defense push him? Was it two hands, so it should have been like a ball hand? I didn't see the foul, but just remember, we have to be reporting. Now, if the defense literally pushed him in the back or whatever, but if you just put two hands on him, we want to make sure that we use the two hands-on mechanic. So just an FYI. Jim, make sure we pick up that rotation. Matt had rotated over. I'm not sure that you still realize that he had rotated over. You were when the ball was starting to come down, you should have been the new lead. Pick up that rotation. Did you know you were the new lead there? Did you know that Matt had rotated over?
I caught it out of the corner of my eye.
The way you were hanging at half court, you had players down here.
I didn't see that until I turned and saw it out of the corner.
Perfect. Good job. We had a defender on the floor, which is good that nothing happened, but that defender's on the floor, and let's say the shooter comes down, lands on that defender and tumbles. Obviously, we've got a blocking foul, correct? Laying on the floor is not legal guarding position. So we had basically a simultaneous, and actually Paul's whistle was just a smack early on the 3 seconds versus a kick. So just make sure that it's clear to everyone, our other partner, plus both coaches, what we are doing. If we have to, coach, 3-second violation happened prior to the kick. 4:50 to play. Score is 14-13. Now 15-13. Black is ahead. All right, we got a timeout on the court. Timeout's over. 4:48 to play in the first. 15-13 Black. How you doing, Kurt? Good to see you. Good job of the offense sticking with the ball. I like where we're at in the paint. I mean, we've got definitely some contact, some jostling for position as far as rebounders go. Yes, yes. Let's see how we report this. Hand check. Yes, yes. Good job, Matt. Okay, Black is in the bonus. Something we all need to be cognizant of, right? As partners, if that 7th foul comes up, we can be yelling out. Don't confuse them. But as soon as they're reporting at that foul, we're telling our other partner, "Hey, we've got bonus." Don't let that stuff sneak by us. There again, we have a push. We gave a push signal. Was it a push or was it a hand check? I'm going to go over and ask Mr. Andrews, as we talk about calling the fouls and using the correct signals. Okay, I just verified with Matt. He was okay with the push. Again, I didn't see the whole play. I just want to make sure, because I've seen at least once or twice in this game where we've reported a push and it really should have been a hand check.
Hey, Matt, on that particular shot right there, good position adjustment. It's got to just be a little bit sooner. You position adjusted after the kid shot. When we're looking for point of contact, we got to try to anticipate as soon as that ball gets to our, that's a foul. As soon as that ball gets to our primary, the ball is flying over, we should know where that kid is, position adjust that he's going to shoot. Just a little quicker.
That play right there. Where did that ball come down the lane?
Was it in the lane? Was it a drive?
The foul happened underneath, and I can't remember where the ball came from. Just want to make sure on this last foul at 2-minute mark where Matt called, Did the ball come down the lane? And if it did, that's lead, right? If it came from outside the lane and in, then obviously it's C's call. I can't remember where it started. I was listening to Matt talk about the previous play. Okay, Black is up 22-15. 1:43 to play. White has 9 fouls, Black has 5. Good job, Paul. Nice and patient. No doubt a foul. Okay, 1:30 to play, 26-15 Black. Good positioning, Paul. Make sure you're not too low as the trail. You took a step down or two to position adjust and get a look. Good. Okay, we have displacement on the rebound against White. We should be shooting free throws. Yep. Absolutely. Once the shot's gone, team control is gone, right? So if you have a rebounding foul, definitely shooting free throws if the offended team is in the bonus, obviously. Okay, 20 seconds. Women's College, C has the clock, so we'll see if Matt picks that up once we get there. Yep, Matt's calling for it. Good job. Matt still got it. Matt still got it. Good, good, good. Shots up. Nope, Paul. That is Matt's call. Women's College, C has the clock. Good half, gentlemen. 28-15 black. Good job, good rotation, good court coverage. I like the no call there on the contact. We had both players kind of going up at the same spot. White was maybe creating a little bit more contact, but obviously if there would have been a better pass onto the court, Black wouldn't have had to go for the ball the way they did. So. Good job. We definitely had, what are we reporting? Hand check, all right. I like where we are calling our hand checks in this game. Obviously it's a point of emphasis. We don't want the defense to gain an advantage, and we've controlled that this whole game. White doesn't agree. It'd be a good one just to look at. I definitely saw a clamp in there. I couldn't tell which way the clamp was. Think he made contact. Jim is like right there looking right at it. I mean, if the kid made contact, I don't know, it's pretty hard for him to argue when the official's right there looking at it. So as an FYI, we're at 16:30. The score is Black 30, White 17. Fouls are White 3, Black 1. Good get, Jim, no doubt. Defense all over him as he's trying to go up and attempt the shot. Like Matt said, those are the ones, even if it's maybe borderline, that one wasn't, we had to get it. But even on that one, even if it's borderline, it looks like there's two hands on there. Being that Black is up by 13, it's a good one to get. Fouls are 3-2 now. White has 3. Okay, Paul, middle third. Good job moving down. Whoa. Jim, I'm not sure if you pick that up. Obviously the drive came from the trail. Once it enters your primary, I mean, it was very close to a point of intersection. But take a look at that as your lead right there. I don't know if you were late getting to your spot, if you didn't look up, but if you look at that from an officiating standpoint, you know what's coming. That your eyes should have been on that area. Being point of intersection, that one potentially could have been a double whistle. Matt made the call kind of coming in, not late, but he was coming in from the trail, so he was still moving in pretty aggressively to officiate that play. Good hustle, Matt, getting down to be the new lead, accepting players as they're coming down. Good no call. Jim had a look at it from the C. Matt was wide as the lead. Potentially could have been pinched in another step or two, depending what kind of angle you had there. Table mechanics have been good, guys. We've got our hands up nice and clear for fouls, reporting fouls. Good voice. Jim, remember, as the lead, women's college, if we have 2 throws, you can actually be up near the block on that first throw. Probably no real reason to have your whistle in the mouth on that first shot. Be up on that block. You're making yourself available. Possible opportunity to create rapport with a player. They may have a question. Good job, stay with that shooter, up and down, right? Good job, you did. There was a little bit of contact there, but not really displacement. Shooter kind of bailed themselves backwards. .45, score is 39-19 black. Okay, Matt, good job moving with the ball. Position adjust, Jim's got trail. Good. Paul had a good look on the backside there. Good communication, Jim. Offensive foul, team control. Jim, we have no player control. College is just team control. Everything's team control. No player control in college. Yep.
I'm just going to put this in my...
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here, I can hold on to that.
You
Thank
sure?
you. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, our rotations got messed up here. Good job. Matt and Paul picked it up. I don't know what happened. Look back at that and see why we got confused, but we had Jim coming down. Matt was kind of coming down as the lead. Jim kind of caught up with him and actually ended up taking over the lead, so we had 2 leads there. But on the way back, Paul picked it up and he shifted over, so all is good. That's what we do. Things happen, right? Good mechanics, Jim. Right. I like going with that. Obviously, Black's calling timeout. Matt's probably coming in here with a foul because White's all over him, but Black clearly called the timeout first. Time to play 41-27 black. Fouls are 6 on white, 5 on black. Obviously, they didn't like the out of bounds call. Now in a situation like that, where if they're yelling, if we have more information other than just saying, no, coach, I don't agree with you, you could say, coach, 32 touched the ball after it left their hands or something. Give him information that basically tells him that you saw the play. If you just go, no, coach, you're wrong, basically you're just, whether you were right or wrong, you have they don't believe you, let's put it that way. Matt and I were talking, we had the mic off here for a couple minutes, and we just had a kind of a philosophical conversation about believability. And if we get the opportunity, which is rare, but if we get an opportunity like in an early preseason, might be an exhibition type game at the D1 level, and we get to work with like a big dog that we typically will not get a chance to work to during the year, we talk about believability, and they have worked so hard, not that any of us don't, but they have worked so hard and had so many opportunities and have done such a good job of establishing themselves. They crack a whistle in the game, the gauge on believability on their whistle, we know without a doubt is higher than if Matt or I blow a whistle. So that's where we as officials are constantly working and striving, whether we're a 20-year high school veteran and we've worked to establish that believability at the high school level, or you're a two-year high school official and you're working on that. Every level you move up, you're reestablishing. You're going back down to that level of certain lower level of believability. That was very good defense. Oh man, why don't we have something here? I thought we could have been quicker on that whistle. That's where we talk about in pregame. We're talking about splitting the court, right? While you're staying back and helping out as a C, that's great. You're looking right down at me, looking right through that play.
Should have been lucky because the trail's not going to, the trail might come on over a little bit, but the trail's not going to be able to get as far onto the court theirs. So that trap that's in essence like a dead man, no man's zone. So as a C, step on down. We talked about this with that Sienna clip. You step down, you pick this up. Remember, you officiate players, not areas. That matchup there was our matchup. We call the first block. He doesn't get the second block, and then the third block, and now we got him out of bounds. Now we got fouled.
Plus
good foul call. Yeah. Just a hair sooner than you're going to get the coach might to get off.
I think we looked at a slide earlier where it says call the first whatever it was, hack, push, grab, whatever. This one here, if we call that first body, that first knee, that first hip, it doesn't escalate to a second one, a third one, and now you have a player on the floor. .44-30 black. All right, we have white timeout. right, 1:45 to go here. Good job of shifting up, position adjusting, Paul. Looking right through it. Good look. Okay, we're in bonus both ways. White has 9 fouls now, black has 7. Okay, we're under a minute. I did not see if we gave each other the 1 minute signal. Women's college, remember we hit 1 minute in the second half. We are, or fourth period now, we give the 1 minute signal. Only in the fourth period. Five seconds. We should have bonus. Yep, Paul's got it. We're shooting bonus. $49-39 black. And that's the ball game.